Hey guys, Guinea Pigs 1 here. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about fleece. This is what I use in my cage. I think fleece is awesome when used appropriately. I wouldn't be able to afford disposable bedding for the sizes of my cages and how many I have. So I think fleece is a very affordable option for those of you who have easy access to a washer and dryer. Now, fleece cage liners can cost a bit up front, but they last so long that it is really worth it. I have a whole bunch of different sets of cage liners so I can wash some, dry some, and be using some at the same time. I don't have to rush through washing and drying. So what I like to do is wash my liners, hang them to dry so they dry out as much as they can, and then put them in the dryer to dry them out the rest of the way. If you live somewhere nice and warm with a great breeze, you could hang them outside to dry and save on energy that way. Now, fleece is something that needs to be paired with a super absorbent layer. What I like in my cage liners and pads are U-Haul put in the middle, 2 layers of it. U-Haul is made of denim, super absorbent. You cannot just use fleece on its own. Fleece lets urine, wetness pass through it, and it needs somewhere to go. So if you just had fleece in your cage, your pigs would be standing on pee. And the other important thing is to note that there's a couple kinds of fleece that you cannot use. They are the super plushy fleeces, like Minky, Ultra Plush, Ultra Cuddle, things like that. They can't be used. The most common would be Blizzard fleece, Winter fleece, and anti-pill fleece. They're ones that you see on like say Jones or Hancock fabrics. Now, all fleece is not ready to wick properly right from the get-go. Sometimes you have to wash it 2 to 3 times. Now, in order to feel like I'm not wasting water to get my fleece ready to wick, I will wash my new fleece with my old fleece. So like half the washer will be new, half will be stuff that has to be washed. And I just kind of go like that to make sure I don't feel like I'm wasting water. That's the only downfall, is when you're first trying to get it to wick, is it can kind of seem wasteful. But in the long run, saves a lot of money. So what I wash my fleece with is, this is Nature Clean, unscented, 99.9% natural. You don't want anything that's too scented. I recommend, highly recommend unscented no matter what brand you're using. Scents to guinea pigs can really damage their respiratory system. Now, it's super important to also know that you never use fabric softener or dryer sheets with fleece. That just coats it and will make it not wick. You just want to use your detergent, and that is it. You can also throw some vinegar in the wash load. That can help clean them as well. So to make sure your fleece is ready for your cage, because if it's not wicking properly, you're going to get wet piggy bums, and that is not safe. So all you do is you take your cup of water and put a little bit on it when you think it might be ready. So this one on the left here is not ready, so we'll put some water on there. And you see how it's just pooling? That is fleece that is not ready for the cage. So that needs to be washed and dried again, because that is not what happens when fleece is ready. When fleece is working like it should, it's instant for it to soak in. That's why it's safe to use with pigs. So we'll put it on this one. And you see, it instantly went in. So this fleece is ready. This fleece is not. So that's your quick test, so you never fail. Now, I clean out their cages twice a week, and I have extra pads where they pee the most so that I can change those out daily if I like. If you're going to use fleece, you really need to be good at spot cleaning your cage and changing pads when needed. I could not imagine using anything but fleece and have never had a problem. Barnaby, who I started on fleece, he is 5 years old, and never ever has he had a urinary tract infection or anything like that, because I know that's something that people believe fleece will cause. That's not true at all. A dirty cage will cause a UTI regardless of what you're using. There's so many bedding options. You just need to do what is best for you, and you need to keep a clean cage regardless of what you're using. So if changing out pads often and washing and drying is not for you, then fleece isn't for you. But if you want to save money in the long run and you're okay with doing some spot cleaning, fleece is honestly the best thing ever. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. See you guys.